Hello YouTube, this is Insane Monster doing the next part of what if Luffy was Dariere's son. Now this is Dariere from the Seven Deadly Sins anime and such. For more info, please go to my channel and watch part 0 of this what if. Now then, as for what happens after this what if is over, any and all what ifs on my channel that only have a singular part, whether it be part 0 or part 1, they all will be getting a new part, meaning some will get part 1 and some will get part 2 and all that. So hope you'll enjoy this what if. What if what if Luffy was Dariere's son? Now, hit it. There'll be a link in the description below for anybody who wants to order some of that merch. Now let's start. Now then, we know Luffy has left already, saying goodbye to the Don and everybody. And along with Neko, if you don't know who that is, stop watching this video right now and go watch part 0. I'll try to leave a link in the description below. And okay, so like in normal, Luffy encounters the whirlpool, about to spread his wings until he remembers what his grandpa told him not to use his wings until he gets stronger and people he can rely on. He remembers how his grandpa looked. He's never seen him so worried or scared for somebody else. So he restrains himself for now, hops in the barrel with Neko, and goes for the ride. Like canon, Alvida attacks the cruise ship, with the members of the cruise ship pulling in Luffy's barrel, but with him and Neko taking a nap, while the barrel's bouncing around from the attack, getting all the way to where it was found. Things still go the same as in canon for Koby, who gets kicked onto the cruise ship from Alvida, then almost crushed by her. But inside the barrel, Neko is trying to wake Luffy up by repeatedly slapping him with her cat paw. While Koby finds the barrel and starts rolling it, Neko is starting to get a little bit annoyed. And when Alvida's crew members find Koby rolling the barrel and try to break it open, like in canon, Luffy breaks open the barrel, with Neko jumping out too, looking kind of angry, seeing Alvida's 2 other crew members with swords getting a little angry to makes a giant cat paw swatting them. Pretty much like flies, but with a giant dark cat paw, with Koby freaking out, asking what the hell are they? The 2 crew members that Neko didn't swat them strong enough to knock him out, but they were hurt and dragged their friend away. But Koby was still freaking out, wondering what the hell they were, and Luffy was going over to find some food, with Neko hopping on his head, meowing in agreement. Once they get to the area where they find the food, Luffy's munching on some apples, while Neko found some of the seafood and just starts chowing down on it, with Alvida's crew yelling at them about somebody else on the ship that beat them up, remarking that it might be the pirate hunter Zoro. So we switch back over to Luffy, Neko, and Koby, where they're talking. Luffy tells him about his dream and how his hat's his treasure. But Kobe says that it's impossible for someone like him to become the Pirate King, which he instantly gets knocked in the head, though it's only once, and Luffy knows how to restrain himself from training with Ace and Sabo to know how much to pull back his punches with his abilities. Luffy's the kind of person that only gives an ass kicking to people who really need it. So but then Kobe states what he really wants, stating that he wants to become a Marine and that he'll capture Alvida, with Neko doing a little cat smirk, meowing it, basically congratulating him. After becoming a demon cat, Neko's intelligence got pretty increased. Which is when Alvida falls in, and the swords pierce through the wall around Luffy. Which, like in canon, Luffy insults her by calling her fat. Him and Kobe jump clean out, but with Neko latching on to Luffy's vest with her claws. He beats up a little bit of Alvida's crew, but when he sees a mob, he forms a dark claw like Derry Aries around his arm, pretty much backhanding them, sending them flying on the ground, only to be met next with with Neko that's sitting on top of I guess you call it like a shed portion or whatever you want to call it of the ship, making again the giant cat paw and repeatedly swatting them. Not enough to kill them, but they are hurt and begging it to stop, which the cat does stop. Alvida remarks, asking if he ate one of the devil fruits, but he just pulls his face saying, "Yeah, I ate the gum fruit," with Kobe mentioning, that doesn't explain what that stuff around your arm was, or what's up with your cat. Which he's just laughing, pissing off Alvida to slam him in the head with her club. Luffy just smirks, saying, "Sorry, but that doesn't work," pulling back his arm, covering it in darkness, yelling, "Gum Gum, Dark Pistol!" sending Alvida flying. Which is when the Marines show up, and with Neko, Luffy, and Kobe hopping on a boat, landing right next to Nami and her boat, which she got on after stealing Alvida's treasure. Now as they sail away, Kobe asks more about what's with him and his cat. Luffy just states that it's something he's always been able to do, even before he ate the gum fruit. Though his grandpa knew something about it. He said it's something he inherited from his mom, but he didn't say anything else. Which Kobe was confused, wondering what kind of thing can somebody inherit from a parent that causes them to form that dark stuff. Which Kobe then snaps out of his thought process, asking, "Well, what about the cat? Neko, right?" But the cat just meows, lifting up one paw in agreement. Luffy said that, pulling out the little device that his grandpa gave him, stating that if somebody is this thing checks if somebody is compatible with, well, the dark stuff that I can produce, I guess. If they are, I let them drink some of my blood, and they can use the darkness too. Though I don't know much more than that, as he puts it away back in his pocket, which Kobe is finding this more confusing. As he sighs, and Luffy asks about that Zoro guy the Alvida's pirate crew was talking about, and were mistaking him for. Which he does mention where he heard about Zoro being, as well as him being a powerful pirate hunter, which Luffy just smirks, saying that he wants him as a part of his crew, which Koby tries to talk him out of it, but it doesn't, but to no avail. Luffy doesn't know much about his powers, so there are some aspects of it that he doesn't really know about. But Koby asked, "So what else can you do with that darkness stuff?" Luffy smirks, sprouting wings, stating, "Well, I can fly." What Koby just yells out, "Wait, if you can fly, why do you need a boat?" Luffy just scratches his head, saying that his grandpa warned him about it, that it'd be dangerous if the wrong type of people see him flying. I never saw my grandpa so worried about me before. So that's why I was in the barrel. Grandpa Grandpa always was kind of rough with training, but he never once lied to me. He never told me, though he didn't always tell me everything, but he never lied to me. Which Koby is thinking, what kind of person would his grandpa be? But then gets back on topic, asking, why does he need a ship if he can fly? Luffy just kind of looks confused at him, saying, well, it's not like I can carry an entire crew just to get to the Grand Line, now can I? Which Koby understands that if he's going to be a pirate captain, he'd need a crew, and a single person carrying an entire crew seems kind of ridiculous. So he gets that, but then asks about the cat. Luffy reminds him about the device, which Koby puts two and two together, looking at Neko, saying, "Oh, so the cat was compatible? Is it just animals?" Luffy just shrugs his shoulder and says, "Well, I don't know, but I think it can work with people. I mean, if it works with a cat, I'm pretty sure it could work with people." Which, after a while, they get to the island where they find that people are jumpy at the name of Zoro and Marine Captain Abraham Morgan, which Luffy found amusing, but Neko's doing kind of like a confused face, which for a cat is when they turn their heads kind of sideways. Once they hear about what happened to Zoro being basically uh, tied up crucifixion style, they go over to check on him to see what's going on, and see the girl with the ladder hopping over the wall to try to feed Zoro. Obviously, the Helmeppo douchebag comes in, stomps on the rice balls the little girl made, and orders the Marine to toss her over the wall. Once she got thrown over the wall, Luffy instantly sprouts his wings and catches her, landing safely. She thanks him but asks what just happened, since her eyes were closed the whole time, expecting a rough landing, so she didn't see his wings. With Koby complaining that that's no way for a Marine to act, while also congratulating Luffy on saving her. After that, they went to the restaurant the girl's mother apparently ran, and they told them what happened, how Helmeppo's dog was tearing up the place and such, and went to attack the girl, and when Zoro saved her, things happened, and now he has a wager that states if he can stay like that for a month, then he can be set free without any problems, including with the shop owning parent. But Luffy then mentions that he did go back, and Zoro asked for the rice balls, saying it was good, which made the girl smile. But after that, Helmeppo comes in, stating that he's going to execute Zoro, which instantly punched to the face. with Kobe getting in front of him along with the girl, telling them to calm down, that they can't punch the son of a Marine, which they're getting pushed back a bit. But Kobe whispers in his ear, stating that I agree that Marines shouldn't be acting like this, but if what he says is true, then saving Zoro's a priority. Which Luffy snaps out of his rage and going to Zoro, stating that he's going to be executed anyways, telling them that Helmeppo guy won't be keeping his promise, which pisses Zoro off, stating that he needs his sword. Luffy said he'll get them, which he then tells Neko that's right behind him to watch over Zoro, which Neko just hops on top of the little crucifixion stand, and Zoro's just looking at this thinking, what the hell? As for you who are thinking, well, you can't tell a cat what to do with anything. It's actually one of Luffy's demon abilities that he doesn't have full consciousness over, which is that higher level demons can order around lower level demons without issue, or I guess you could say backtalk in some manner. So he goes one way, but then is corrected by Zoro about going the wrong way, which he then just stretches out to go the other way. While he gets himself lost, he just says, screw it. I'll just fly. I'll deal with any problems that come afterwards later. As he sprouts his wings, flying right past the statue that Axehand Morgan is having his men stand up for him, which the wind pressure causes it to shake, and they lose their grip, breaking the statue in half, causing it to fall and shatter. Which he hurries up, dissipates the wings, and lands, with them all in shock. Helmeppo trying to run away, but is grabbed, and instantly runs away, trying to get Helmeppo to tell him where Zoro's swords are. Like in canon, he uses Zoro as, like in canon, Luffy uses Helmeppo as a shield from the Marines after he tells him that they just passed his room where Zoro's swords are. As they get to his room, Kobe gets to where Zoro is, with all of the Marines there pointing the guns at them, with Neko standing in between them hissing. As Luffy sees this, he, like in canon, launches himself and blocks the bullets with his body, reflecting them back, as he yells, Neko, get Zoro out of there, tossing his swords to Kobe to catch. Neko uses Dark Claws to undo the ropes around Zoro as the Marines run towards them with the swords, which are blocked by Zoro, who remarks that now that he's gone against the Marines, that he'll join his crew, and stating that his goal is to become the world's greatest swordsman, and if he has to abandon his ambitions while he's part of his crew, or due to being part of his crew, then Luffy has to take responsibility. With Luffy smirking, saying, fine, the king of the pirates wouldn't have anything less but the world's greatest swordsman on his crew. As darkness covers his leg, surprising Zoro and all the Marines as he goes yelling, Gum Gum, Dark Whip! Smacking them around, with Zoro yelling, what the hell are you? With Luffy pulling his face, saying, I'm a rubber man. That doesn't explain the whole question I'm asking. With Axehand Morgan confused about how is he a rubber man and also using this darkness, he just threatens them kill them all, as along with all the Marines that are not so keen on attacking them. which Luffy instantly goes after Axe-Hand Morgan, punching him, sending him back, which causes Morgan to use his axe. But this time around, Luffy uses his darkness around his hand to create a dark blade, or I guess you can call it a dark axe, to slice his axe on that's to slice his axe that is basically his forearm up in half. Not long ways down the arm, but sideways, chopping the axe blade in half, which surprises Morgan, only to be met with a barrage of Gum Gum fists, with the combo star ability activating repeated punches to his jaw, his literal metal jaw, ended up causing the metal jaw to crack in multiple places, with Helmeppo yelling at them to stop or else he's gonna shoot Koby. But Luffy just smirks as Neko jumps from behind Helmeppo and strikes him with a dark paw, sending him flying and away from Koby so he's safe. After everything was said and done, the Marines are celebrating from being freed from Axe-Hand Morgan's boot, and they all go to the restaurant where they get some food and the Zoro, since he really needs to eat. As Zoro asked if there's any other members of his crew, Luffy states, "Nope, you're the first." With Zoro saying, "Not even a navigator?" With him smirking, "Nope, it's only me, you, and Neko there." Zoro looks at Neko saying, "That is not a normal cat." With as Neko is chowing down on some more seafood that the lady brought Neko. As they state that Koby could be a Marine now, but bursting the bubble about the background check. The Marines walk in stating that although they're glad that they freed them from Morgan, they actually need them to leave as a favor, since they're still pirates. They'll let them go as a thank you and all that. Something similar happens in canon with Koby and such, where Luffy spouts off his mouth about Koby and Alvida and smacks Koby around, but after he hits him and goes to hit him again, he drastically holds back enough to strike again. A little trick he figured out while training with Ace and Sabo so that he can learn control. And also a lesson that his grandpa made sure he drilled into his head. After that, Koby would be administered into the Marines as a cabin boy, basically, for the moment. As Zoro, Luffy, and Neko left, the Marines salute them as thank you for freeing them from Morgan. Then remark that they're going to be punishing themselves for saluting a pirate. As they go off and sail, Luffy, Neko, and Zoro are bored, and Luffy tells Zoro about how he got his hat after it almost flew away, and explains some things like Zoro. Explained the same things to Zoro that he told Koby, which Zoro finds pretty surprising, not knowing what exactly the darkness could be if it wasn't a devil fruit. But also remarks that, I suppose if you weren't strong, then you couldn't be my captain, huh? Which made Luffy laugh. Which is when they saw the bird, reminding them that they're hungry. Which Luffy said, "Screw it, I'm getting that bird." He sprouts his wings and flies directly towards it right in its face, only for it to react badly, chomping on his head. Normally, someone would use their claw to swipe at the bird, killing it, but Luffy's not the brightest tool and is freaking out from having his head in this thing and using his wings to pull on, try to pull himself out, freaking out with the bird pulling on his head, more or less doing aerial tug of war, with a sweat drop on Neko's head, with Zoro freaking out, thinking, "Are you serious? Are you idiot?" Rowing directly to trying to follow them as Neko is on the end of the boat where the boat is going forward, meowing, pointing its paw to where they're going for fun, yelling, "Are you just going to sit there, or are you going to help him? Luffy said you could fly too, right?" Which the cat just meows, instantly going back down, taking a nap. Oh my god. Of course a cat would just be nonchalant about this. And this is where we'll be leaving it off. In the next part, we'll be seeing Luffy meeting not just Nami, but Buggy, as well as some others. Do hope you enjoyed this part of What If Luffy was Derry Aries' son. Hope you enjoyed. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And also remember to hit that notification bell for upload for the next What Ifs. As for the next What Ifs that are going to be uploaded, those will be what if Deku had Crown Clown, and what if Asta was a nine-tailed kitsune. If you don't know what those are, go to my channel to watch the first part, and hope you'll be anticipating and waiting for their next new part. So, see you later.